We are live.
Homicide. It's a homicide. It's a homicide.
All right. I gotta tweet this out. Oh, I didn't fucking move that goddamn guitar.
I'll tweet it as well.
Alright. Yeah, I had to run outside real quick and like I had to take care of some shit and I'm like, God damn it, it's 5:30 already.
My brother Orny came in. What's up, Orny?
Oh, there he is.
Oh, he left.
Oh, let me make sure everybody got a link. Again. And again. We're doing this for OTIS too.
Yeah,
shout out
man.
to OTIS. And again.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Shout out to OG.
Damn, you're still sick? You're still sick?
I'm still sick.
Damn,
brother.
man.
Yeah. Got the nasty woman's disease.
Oh man.
That's what Z called it.
Hey yo, but on some real, Jado, get you some chamomile tea, man, with some honey.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
It does wonders. It does wonders.
I need to. I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm
Look, Mello's little righty son. Shout out to you, man.
I really don't like taking meds and shit. I like to just let my body fix that shit itself, you know.
Let me make sure we tweeted this out. Shout out to the chat though already. God damn it.
What up, everybody in the chat?
Well, two things about that.
Oh yeah. And I wanted to go and dig up the what I said a month ago, which was well, we'll talk about it. But Bobby Kotick throwing a goddamn Hail Mary, right? And I was saying, Phil Spencer, you need to fucking dig deep, my man. Dig real deep into everything you got. Remember the Titan shit, Sun Tzu, whatever the fuck you got to do. Remember I said that shit? That was like a month ago. But yeah, we'll talk about it.
Well, Buck, I think I know the room is still filling up and stuff like that, but we can chit chat. What does this all mean now? Is the console war not dead anymore? Phil Spencer said it was dead 3 weeks ago. Does that mean it's resurrected?
In the hearts of some people, I think it temporarily resurrects it, but things are going to change so rapidly from here on out regardless, but not change in the way you think. Like, we already had access to all these. Nothing's going to change in that regard. Like, we're still going to be playing the same fucking games, you know, all the same shit. Somebody else gets the check though. That's the only difference, you know.
Oh, so if you're an Xbox only gamer, besides saying that the company that you support bought and owned Overwatch and Call of Duty and World of Warcraft and some of these other games, what does that do for the actual Xbox gamer?
I mean, they got some ammunition now. So,
yeah. Well, that's what I want to talk about. What is this ammunition?
Well, because they,
solution or win for us, and I know that will.
Think about it. It's 2023 now.
But it's just the truth of the matter is that
before any games, right, actually comes out of the Activision Blizzard deal, any new IP, that'll take 3, 4, 5 years. So are guys going to sit around and wait 3, 4, 5 years to get a new IP that's going to be Xbox exclusive, or that's what I'm trying to see. What's the, you know?
Well, I mean, I honestly, we don't know, and honestly, for the next 10 years, it's going to be pretty much business as usual. I think, you know, until but 10 years from now, the landscape is going to be completely different. So it's hard to predict completely. I mean, we're heading into some different shit overall, just regardless of fucking the gaming industry. As far as the tech industry is concerned.
Yeah.
you know, like I was just thinking about that earlier, the artificial intelligence aspect, which to me is what I see when in my studies of the extraterrestrial presence. So there's all these fucking combined things that are just in the fucking industry, you know, there's the way we consume, and so
but
more consolidation.
again,
I mean, it's just the way every sector is kind of going. I mean, as far as
again,
you know,
I'm trying to keep it very simple from a gaming aspect. You know, I'm a gamer. I only care about the games.
Yeah.
You know, in the gaming aspect, not all the other stuff that has nothing to do with gaming.
Are you worried that their games are going to start sucking?
Well, I don't think I'm worried. I'm just wondering, as an Xbox gamer, what is in this for me? What am I parading about? How is this?
Well, they would say it's because you're going to be able to save money, save more at Geico. You know, that kind.
Okay.
I mean, that's what. I guess. I don't believe that. But.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I can see a guy, you know, if a guy don't really like spending money on games and stuff like that, this is what he's looking forward to. Is like, hey, I don't have to buy games anymore. I get to just. So I definitely understand that. But that's why I was trying to.
Max City says they got Crash, Spyro. And there were already games. There's already games in development. You said.
Yeah, don't know how to play that shit.
I mean, it does fill up Game Pass though. Those kind of.
Yeah, but
everybody wants to like throw away like a couple hours on a platformer for a while. You know that it's good padding, but other than that, you're not making no AAA games. I don't know, Crash and Spyro.
Yeah.
Oh, but you know what? The more characters you own, you could combine them into shit if you have enough. Sony does that shit. You know, all their combined characters that they kind of have access to or own. You know, and Nintendo does that. So they have enough. They could have a brawler. But I don't know. It's like that's about all I can think of with that shit.
Okay, well, I mean that explains some. You know, that explains some. Not everything, but it explains some. I think that's why I was looking at it. Like, what does this do?
Not really much, honestly. I mean, you know, they're just changed hands a little bit. That's about it.
Yeah.
As far as up, you know, I mean, shit. It's already a well-oiled machine over there. It could only get. Honestly, I can't see it getting worse. At Activision. The culture will be cleaned up, but will they continue to produce what the quality and stuff? I mean that.
Yeah.
I can't see it going that fucking bad. You know, it would. I don't know.
Well, here's the thing.
I would imagine it would get better.
At this point, Buck, if the fan base doesn't care about quality of games and if something's going to get better or not, I think it kind of really doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, because from the Microsoft perspective, it's all about the money, making more money, and you know, and the mobile part of it, COD Mobile. But Warzone, I mean, shit, you keep that going. I mean, how hard could that be to manage that? But then again, they haven't managed their game. But then again, all their energy has been on this goddamn thing
for the last 2 years.
You know,
this is all
Phil Spencer, his whole life has revolved around fucking, you know, looking good in court the last month. You know, he ain't concentrating on games right now.
Well, I mean, again, it goes back to if the fan base isn't. Then why worry? Think about it. The last 15 years, Xbox really hadn't had any games. The fan base has been singing his praises, calling him Phil Dominus, and just throwing rose petals at his feet. So is what was there for him to change, to get better? Nothing, right? There was no incentive.
People get mad when I say it, but I didn't even want to believe it, but I was in denial about some of the shit even he was saying, and just in the last, I mean, goddamn, they fucking like revealed way too goddamn much. There's no going back from that shit. The whole industry is different now. The way they exposed each other, and for what?
Yeah.
You know. I mean, honestly, I don't think Sony or fucking Microsoft come out looking good in at the end of this. I guess in the facade aspect, like, you know, from a perspective of if you look at the media and you don't pay too much attention and you're just, you know, you watch Access Hollywood and fucking TMZ or something, you might think something different. But in my opinion, I think they all look like fucking shitheads in this fucking situation. All of it. From the judge to the fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, a lot of truths came out of it.
Yeah, the politics.
A lot of truths came. Yeah, a lot of truths came out of it. But I guess at the end of the day, to the average gamer, they don't care. I mean, I think I don't care. You know, I spent the last 2 years trying to ignore this shit, hoping that we got back to talking about games. Then when Phil came out the last couple of weeks and saying the console war is over, they could never beat Sony and Nintendo, yada yada yada, that set everything to perspective for me.
Yeah, okay, that's where my thought was going, was because I was thinking about that. And just that's where it started, was that interview, and that's where it started to kind of hit me. I started to see like more obvious signs that were more open, because before it was like you kind of had to read between the lines of like through the media, you know, the way they fucking do their media. It's just like, it's so phony, but you can see some truth in there if you know.
If you know what to look for.
Yeah. But this was like so overtly over the top and obvious. And then subsequently the court case happens, and just the stuff that I was hearing that was being said in there, and that would trickle out to the media and stuff, I'd be like, oh my God, it's like, it's true. You know, it's all fucking true.
Yeah.
It's fucked up, but, you know.
Well, I mean, do you think this shit is over, or do you think
no, they'll still rock.
Will still
who's that?
Drag it on because they have nothing else to talk about, or
no, it'll be fine for now. I mean, but it just looks like, from what I see, they've already got an out. Like they're just fucking. Why would you say all that shit? You know what I mean?
Well, I think Phil was being honest. At the time, I think he was being honest, because people kept asking him and kept asking, and he finally gave us an honest answer after he was frustrated. Yeah. But here's the thing: did you notice the fan base? Even though we got it on video and we can play it back word for word what he says, they got something totally different. They heard something totally different than what he said. I mean, you understand that, right? Did you hear that? Where it's like, we were sitting there wondering, like,
oh yeah, well that's
how in the hell did you guys hear something different than what's right here on this video?
That's the job of, that's kind of the you know, the Xbox industrial complex. You know, these like podcasts and shit. I mean, they're spinning it in their way, but that, you know, I don't really pay as much attention to that. But yeah, that is kind of crazy.
Yeah. But I mean,
what's up, guys?
Yo.
Hey, what's going on, brother?
Hey, I invited bots. By the way, I don't know why any bots. Shout out to Pastor. He's there. Thriller Ali Briario's pulled up, of course. Max City in there talking shit. Phenoms here. I mean, Mello's Little Rodney's son was like, you know, first one I saw. But shout out to everybody.
What up, people?
Yeah. Here's a if you want to donate to Z. There you go.
Yeah, man. Donate to
yeah, that's the Patreon.
Almighty Next Chance 720.
Yeah. Otis. This is for Otis.
Yeah.
You know,
brother got a bad foot. He got a bad foot fungus, man. We need to help get us some fake toes.
Yeah, this ain't for, you know, shit.
Yeah.
I ain't doing this because it's my channel. I'm just doing this because, keep the community alive,
Yeah,
so
man.
we don't fall off the fucking face of the map, and do it for the culture.
Yeah, we can't
But
have
Otis.
Lee Green come here and get
In fact,
anybody.
that's the name of this band. It's called Otis. We just put it together. Yeah. So far, we got 4 members. No, I lost my. What was I? What were we talking about? Oh,
yeah, I think. I'm gonna tell you, Buck, man. I'm ready for this shit to be over, man. And
I thought it was. Well, yeah, it's not over.
I don't know if we're just gonna go more years to another 2 years talking about this fucking acquisition, or do we get back to talking about what really matters, and that's games, right?
Well, we're going to find out in the next week because they have, the 18th the deadline or whatever. So
at this point, it doesn't matter. Let's consider it's done.
Oh, right? Yeah, it's probably going through. Yeah, more than likely.
Oh, yeah. But I'm trying to think of the after. The after. What's after this shit.
Yeah, a bunch of
They're gonna buy something else.
Yeah, but I mean, fuck it. Let's start talking.
Continue to fucking make their move to not be.
Let's talk about that, right? Let's talk about, but let's talk about something else, not fucking acquisitions, or not this court case. I mean, we've had dudes for the last 2 years watching fucking C-SPAN, and like that is
until
I'm not into that.
Until they have the games,
I don't like that.
Until they could, they have the games that we all talk about, then and they will eventually. At least you'll be able to count Call of Duty when the next big Call of Duty comes out.
Yeah, Buck,
they'll be able to count that.
What the COD community has pissed at them for what they've been doing with that shit too. You know what I mean?
Well,
just Activision themselves. You know what I mean? With what the bullshit they've been pulling with this game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What have they been doing? I'm not.
No, they made it pay to win and shit, and it's just fucking. They're doing all this dumb bullshit. Like whoever is making decisions, you can tell they never played COD because they're putting like shotguns in the meta. It's like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. Well, and that's another thing, right? COD hardcore gamers they're a special breed of gamers, right? And they know what they want. Then you got other people that are casuals. They don't care. They just
they're just pushing too much mobile on us too. That's what I can't stand now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I think
that's what makes the money.
That's the cheapest. Yeah, that's the cheapest, and that's where the money is.
Yeah, but then they can have a separate, 10-man team making mobile games or whatever. You know what I mean? They're completely separate communities that don't cross. Yeah.
Okay, am I tripping when I say I saw signs of all this shit about them like getting out of the, they just have this air about them of like this is like a temporary thing. And I fucking hate that.
Of course,
that's so unfair to people. But people think you're just being stupid, or like, are they not? Like, how can you spin that?
Well, Phil said they can't win, so they're gonna go on to something they can win. Yep, so they're taking cloud and mobile.
I just don't understand how you can spin that
into a different direction.
They don't say this stuff. It's just like one thing after another. They say these things, and it's just like.
Because all them people talking, most of them are paid by, you know what I mean? They're all influencers and ambassadors and shit for Microsoft already. So that's where it starts from.
Yeah. I mean, that is true. That is true. But
they all say the same shit. You can tell who they are because when one does it, you see four other tweets that are the exact same wording.
Yeah.
Shout out to Arnie.
What it is.
Shout out to Arnie too for the backgrounds.
Yeah. My brother Arnie, man, my Texas brother. I hope you good. Yeah. So, with that being said, right?
That's primo.
That being said, if listen, we can't do anything. It's up to the fan base to. It's supposed to be the fan base to dictate where this shit goes and what they want. Clearly, if their fan base is full of yes men and paid shills and just glorified worshipers, I mean, what else you gonna get? Or do you guys think that they just been beat down so bad for the last 15 years? They don't care. It doesn't really matter to them.
They just wanted a W.
No, there's also the phenomenon of there's actually people who they believe what they believe. Like they think they're in the right, and we're fucking nutty. Like their political stance is the corporation should be able to do whatever the fuck they want, and that's fine. But as long as you admit it, like I just don't like the phoniness where you act like you just toe the company line and say, of course it's going to be great for the consumers because they said so. The corporation that has something to gain, you're taking their word for it. If you believe that that's true, just because that's your ideology, that's completely different than actually.
Why isn't it good for consumers?
I'm not arguing that part. I'm just saying, if that's what you believe.
You know what, Buck? Huh? It's a beautiful day. Today's a beautiful day, Buck.
Do you actually believe it's going to be good for consumers, or do you just?
No, of course it'll be good for consumers. That is why I was supporting it from the beginning.
What makes you think that whenever Microsoft has done the opposite every time they've...
I am here listening to this podcast and everybody is so down. Everybody is so somber.
Oh, I am because of other reasons, just because of life. But
everybody is so melancholy.
Yeah.
You know what? I guess what?
It has nothing to do with corporations. That's not why I'm...
Yeah.
Well, this is it. I am
more world shit.
Pastor, where is
J-Dub?
Pastor, can you hear me?
Oh, J-Dub, is that you there, man?
That's me, brother. This is me here, brother.
Oh, J-Dub, my brother. You sung the friend there for a minute, man.
Yeah, I'm sick, brother. I've been sick. I went to Canada and
Phil gave him COVID.
I went to...
no, I mean D gave you COVID.
Yeah, my brother D back, man, gave me COVID, man. He
give you. Oh, I thought that
he brought me all these COVID ridden women, man. You know what I'm saying? You know how the Canadians do.
Oh, but this is what I'm saying. I thought the ABK deal brought down instant sickness upon you, man.
Oh man, yeah, no. So I'm glad you're here, Pastor Joe. I'm glad you're here. So let me ask you this, right? Because we're trying to figure this out.
Yeah.
Now that this court case is over, you as a Xbox / Nintendo weirdo, right? I mean not weirdo gamer. My bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What does that mean to the average gamer? How will the average Xbox gamer benefit from the last 2 years waiting and seeing and like?
Give me 1 minute.
What does this mean?
Yes, I'm coming to answer that. Give me 1 second. I just need to do something here quick. 1 second.
Oh man, come on, Pastor. Oh man,
my Firefox is freezing up.
He got to go get his talking notes.
I can't even see the chat. I keep trying to pull up the chat.
Pastor Joe got to go get his notes.
Shit. God damn it, my shit's frozen.
J-Dub, you know what this is going to be because we've seen what Microsoft has done in the past, and we know what this is going to do.
Yeah, I mean,
more consolidation. That's all you're doing. You're giving permission for consolidation. That's all you're doing with this.
That's about it.
And that's exactly what's going to happen. You're going to see it from right now. You're going to see it.
Well, here's what I see.
But here's the thing, right? It goes back to what I said earlier. Like people like Pastor and the rest of those guys post up like they don't care about consolidation. They don't care about any of that shit, right?
Yeah.
They care about.
Well, they don't care about gaming. That's why.
No. Listen. And Pastor Joe's gonna ask a very valid point. Do I care about consolidation? I'm gonna be honest. I don't, and the reason I don't is because at the end of the day,
it's gonna happen regardless.
It's up to Nintendo it's up to Sony to make games that I care about. And for them, that's up to their business, right? I'm not a console executive. I don't get into their business. I just care about the bangers. That's their job, right? To go out there and grab deals and make the best offer for me as a gamer to make me buy their hardware and buy their software. So I don't care about consolidation and all of this shit, right? Because most people that will lie and tell you that they don't care, these are the same people that keep playing. They keep buying Call of Duty every year. They keep buying Madden, 2K, playing Apex Legends. All of these other services-based games, right? Overwatch. So go ahead, brother.
When Sony bought Firewalk, when they bought the studios that they said that would help them make the live services game, when they bought Bungie, I did not hear any.
They created Firewalk.
Not one Sony fan commented on consolidation when Sony bought these.
Because they're staying multi-plat. That's why.
And guess what?
Destiny's staying multi-plat. It's not exclusive.
I know that if Sony had the money and the shoes was on the other foot, this would be a great celebration in the Sony community. I guarantee you, not one Sony.
That's what I mean. He's clueless.
No, I believe you to an extent.
Destiny, and they kept it multi-plat because they needed to expand there.
Hold on, let me talk.
They had no choice. When they bought Bungie, they had no choice but to keep it multi-plat.
No, right? That's not true. That's not true.
Yes, they had no choice.
They could have made it. No, they could have made it exclusive.
They expanded their base by doing that and making them their PC side. Think about it.
It
expanded them, and then they started making all these smaller purchases that while the main studio is making a AAA, they can be another studio is porting it to PC.
That's a blatant lie. Here, why it's a blatant lie? The track record and the model.
That's why they bought a lot of these little third-party studios, dude.
The model of Sony is to make games exclusive to their platform. That's the model that we know. You guys love for years.
Wait. But
not all of a sudden, Sony is pro-consumer. They're making their games go everywhere.
Oh, Pastor, no. Here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with exclusives. Even Jim Ryan said that. He said that there's nothing wrong with Microsoft making their games exclusives. He literally said that, right?
Jim Ryan also said that they won't be able to survive if Microsoft acquires.
Yeah. Hold on.
Was he right with that too?
No. But listen.
We can't trust this guy. We can't trust him.
Listen, Pastor. Hold on, Pastor. What you can't do, right? You can't take things that certain people said in court when you know Phil was lying about certain things, when you know Jim Ryan was lying about certain things, right? You can't do that because we're going to just keep chasing our tail. But what we know is the fact of the case, right? The fact of the case is Sony, Nintendo, and Microsoft relies on exclusive. Prior to Microsoft giving up on Xbox, they used to have exclusives, and exclusives was near and dear to their heart until they stopped selling. And then so that's why they started seeing exclusives is anti what we're about and stuff like that. We know that, right? We're not going to argue back and forth over something that's there. Exclusives matter. It gives me the reason to buy this platform over that platform. Sony has the best exclusives. Nintendo has the best exclusive. At the current time, Microsoft doesn't. So Microsoft has to go out and try to find other avenues and other ways to make their platform enticing. And I don't mind that. I don't think anyone in here has a problem with that. The problem lies is as a gamer, Pastor Joe, if you really kind of care about the games or if you just care about the bragging rights. Because at the end of the day, Phil has already said, console war is over. They can never compete with Sony or Nintendo. Right. And so he said that they're moving in their own direction with mobile and cloud to do their thing. And that's fine. I'm okay with that. But at the end of the day, if them buying one of the biggest publishers in the game, is that really going to fulfill you as another Call of Duty? Okay, that's what I wanted to know.
You don't get anything new because you already had them games.
The reason why it will fulfill me because
it has a green sticker on it.
The focus that you guys only focusing on is Call of Duty. Activision Blizzard have a treasure trove of games. Sleeping IP.
What are those games?
I just bought Diablo.
Giants.
Which of those
and since when does Microsoft bring out old new IP like that? Like Fable's the first time they've done that in how long? And that's a train wreck.
Yes,
I'm playing Diablo right now, and you know what? It's already an Xbox game. I'm already fucking like, what's it? It's not really.
Yeah, well, and that's impossible.
Yeah, it's still there.
You think because they get the check now, it's different. It's like
but Buck is right. Buck is exactly right. Right? You already have access to all of those games right now. You already have access, and you don't play those games now. So now that those games that Microsoft has purchased those games, really, how does that like? I just don't get.
I mean, I don't know if you guys was paying attention.
I already bought the Xbox version, so
I don't know if you guys were paying attention to what was said in the court case, but it is very obvious what Satya Nadella said. Satya Nadella said
the court case doesn't matter; it's over now. They won.
No. Let me.
Well, he has a point, Pastor.
Yes. What? No. That's what I'm saying.
No. Court case doesn't matter. It's over with. They won. Whatever was said doesn't matter.
Yes, we know that you are loser, Heath. What I'm saying is that what was said could also be a teaching moment, because Satya Nadella said that Sony is what made the playing field. Both Sony and Nintendo made the playing field this way. That there is a play for exclusives. So
why in the fuck are we going to take
by purchasing Activision Blizzard? Not only would they have the best.
Did he really say that?
The multiplayer.
Did he say this should be a learning experience? Did he say that in the press?
I am saying that
because if he said that, he's a fucking idiot.
No, what I am saying is that what Satya said,
and that's very condescending.
And you can't go off of what Pastor's saying because he don't know shit.
This is a teachable moment for everyone because.
Oh, you're saying that? Oh, okay.
What Satya said is that Sony.
He said that. I would
being the market leader. Buck, I don't know if it went over you guys' head. They set the model as to how it is you would propel in the gaming industry, which is exclusive content. That is what he
said. You sound retarded because Microsoft turned down these exclusive games or didn't outbid PlayStation.
No, that's not good. Let me answer this potato.
Oh man,
you are stupid. You are an idiot, Stephen, because you just see everything very shallow. What
you don't understand that all them third-party games are offered to both sides.
What Satya said is that
the FTC won a lot in this. If you really think about it,
Satya said that
like they got
the market leader is that who set the model.
You think Microsoft wanted to put out the 10-year deals?
Exclusive
they kind of had to.
Purchasing Bethesda and now purchasing Activision.
And it also came out that their 10-year deals were bullshit. They couldn't be enforced. That they could be revoked at any second.
They just kind of embarrassed
a very big pool now to pull from. They could pull from anything that Bethesda have sleeping or dormant and make it an exclusive because all Sony was focused on was Call of Duty.
Well, that remains to be seen, but I also get
Phil talked about being multi-plat. That's what he cares about. Also get games everywhere.
Yeah, you're saying something that's like really mixed messaging, because if you're saying all that is true, well, all this other messaging they're saying says completely different.
J-Dub asks, what does this deal mean to me? I mean that is not a valid question, because if it is if it is that I am a Game Pass owner. I pay for Game Pass. I don't only pay for Game Pass. I pay for Game Pass Ultimate, right? I have no problem paying for Game Pass Ultimate every month, right? And this just adds value to my purchase.
This is the telethon,
right?
Z.
Because there would be games that Activision Blizzard producing that would come to Game Pass day and date. And I could try it out and see if I like it. So don't say it wouldn't add no value to any Xbox fan.
You already had access to all their games before that.
Do you think you're gonna get it cheaper now? How they gonna recruit?
Follow me. Just now, I'm trying to make a potato. Follow me. Follow me. Before Activision Blizzard was purchased by Microsoft, I had to pay $70 for it. There was $70 I had to pay for it.
Can I stop?
You know what I'm saying? So can't you see the? That's now Buck, J-Dub, and Heat. Can't you see the value?
Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed, chat.
Put in this.
The quality is going to go to shit. That's what you're going to see.
That is your opinion. Because
I was just going to say.
Now, the reason why you're saying that the quality will go to feces is because that's all you see every day.
Have you ever heard the term "you get what you pay for"? Is that a term that they use where you're from growing up?
Of course, I know about it well, but that don't apply. That don't apply to
Does it make any sense
because
that
you know why?
They spend $70 billion to do this, and they're going to somehow.
It actually.
Hold on, let's finish.
You know why?
And do you think that all of a sudden we're going to be getting Call of Duty games for half the price now? We're going to save all this fucking. No, they're still going to fucking. It's still going to be monetized all the same.
Game Pass isn't free, and it's tiered. And you have to pay more to get more.
Well, listen, and if you're expecting to get something cheaper, you get what you expect.
I need you guys to learn from this.
I can't even talk for like 20 seconds.
To learn from this whooping that you all got, right?
What whooping?
This is a beautiful teaching moment for you guys. You guys got a whooping today. I am here for you guys. My shoulder is a shoulder.
Do you know what I said when they announced this deal? I said there's no way fucking big business will win. That's the new fucking norm. And that's what happened.
Well, here's the thing.
I didn't lose anything. It's like exactly what happened. There was just a lot of weird bumps in the fucking middle of it.
Yeah, but everything that J-Dub said, everything
that is if they get it passed and it goes all the way through.
Everything that King Trash said, everything that Stevens said, even everything that Z said about this deal.
What? We all said it was probably going through, you weirdo.
No, you guys said it was dead.
But hold on.
Every last one of you said it was dead.
Pastor,
I have receipts on
different things were going on in the middle that none of us fucking first saw happening exactly the way they did.
So that's not Buck.
But hold on. Well, let me finish.
I saw it, Buck.
Shut up, potato.
I fucking forgot what I was gonna goddamn say. Goddamn it. I forgot.
Oh, sorry about that, Buck. Sorry about that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, you were saying how you didn't foresee certain things.
Yeah. None of us saw that, and certain people. They took a fucking narrative and they were going to stick with it no matter what. So they're going to say it's fucking, because they were cheerleading for it. That's completely different than reading the tea leaves and like, I don't know what it is. Because I'm not a fucking fanboy like that when it comes to a fucking console.
Nobody saw the CMA doing that, right?
My opinion hasn't really changed that much from this, but during the fucking route, things fucking changed. Fucking media narratives, and I thought, okay, yeah, they're really gonna.
CMA shit. Nobody saw that. Nobody saw the CMA shit.
When Bobby Kotick was out there, I thought they were gonna go a lot harder, and I thought they were gonna have this shit done like 2 months ago.
When the CMA blocked that deal, J-Dub, Z, and every last
because we didn't see it coming.
No, listen to me, but notice something.
Did you know that was gonna happen, Pastor? Did you know that was gonna happen?
Listen,
no, nobody did.
Yeah.
You know what the video I made? That's now. You know what the video I made? I made a video with Michael Pachter, and what Michael Pachter, he's a specialist. He's a lawyer.
But you were going to spin it. You were going to spin it.
He's always
pro Xbox regardless, weren't you?
No, but he was right.
Be real.
Everything Michael Pachter said concerning this deal was right. This is what I'm saying. Michael Pachter said,
it's the one time that he's been right in the past 10 years. Because most of the shit he predicts is fucking retarded.
I don't know the difference between him or any of those guys. He might as well be Jez Gordon to me. Like you say, Michael Pachter. I mean, is he some neckbeard? I don't fucking know.
He's the one who said the console market would be done by 2023. It was going to be gone.
So guess what? I was listening to you guys, and I was listening to actual lawyers like Hope's Law
Post up, right?
Hoax.
You know they were doing pro bono work, right?
And this is he's going on about this, but he's failing to say that Buck, myself, and J-Dub all said that this deal was more than likely going through. We've all said this.
I had a potato telling me this deal wasn't going through.
I'm just against it for ideological reasons. I mean, it has nothing to do with Microsoft.
Michael Pachter, and I had all these lawyers telling me that there's no way the FTC could win this. And guess what? Everything they said, it came true. So
I mean, I said that at the beginning too. Because hold on. Because Lena Khan is a fucking progressive. And they get no leeway in there's come on, it's the Biden administration. Are you kidding me? Even if you get a Democrat in there, they're going to be so fucking pro business. It's going to be an uphill battle. You got to be more.
Was not saying that before,
huh? No, I've been saying that.
This is what I'm saying.
Said that. So it's exactly what fucking happened.
You
think she can afford? You think she can afford big power lawyers? Like the best lawyers money can buy. You think the FTC is getting that?
Not one
pastor. Us here said from the beginning that the deal was probably going to go through.
No, you were siding with Z. You did not tell Z in any one of those podcasts, Heat, that here what this deal is going to go through no matter what. You didn't say that, Heat.
Oh, I didn't say that.
I would have remembered.
A couple points up was like 80,
no,
30.
We all said more than likely this deal was going through.
There were times when I thought 50-50. There were times when I thought it was 50-50. But you don't know how media narratives are going to play out, though. That's the thing. You're pushing certain things.
And it's still not done yet. The CMA, they're still doing their bullshit.
When they were campaigning to get to,
and this is it. Because they did. The CMA.
This was very.
CMA.
Do you understand how politics and corporate fucking shit works? Like they go, it's exactly like politics. They went out, kissed babies, shook a bunch of fucking hands, and a lot of it worked. Some of it didn't work. You can't predict that that's just going to work. These were like planned out things that they did. And
if you knew that, why you didn't correct Z when you said it was not going to?
I always gave my opinion on this. My opinion hasn't fucking wavered hardly any at all.
Which is what?
It's the same fucking shit.
Which is what? What was your opinion from the beginning?
That fucking big business. It's fucking that it would most likely go through. Like I thought it'd be a lot. Honestly, I thought it'd be a lot smoother, just because we just came out of the Trump administration, right? This is the new normal. There's hardly been any pushback in the last fucking 20 years to these big mega mergers, let alone these tech. Tech has been fucking almost hands off at this point. Like, yeah, there's a lot of talking, huffing and puffing about doing stuff about tech and AI and all this shit, but nothing fucking. Come on, nothing happens. Even if the fucking
what Lena Khan did was not pushback.
I mean, she did it in her own way. She had little strategies that she tried to do, but
right. So it was pushback.
It's not like she had the whole squad on her fucking side and Bernie out there campaigning with her and shit. I mean, she's like,
So you wanted Bernie and thing to come?
No, I'm just saying that you're not. It's
he doesn't understand. That's why.
What I understand, though, Heat, is that guess what?
Yeah, this deal
went through.
Let's put it that.
Exactly what it is I said. Now I said that here what? This is the beginning of the end. I used to always say that, Buck. You remember I used to say that?
It's still wrong, and these corporations do break laws to get these kind of mergers done.
We saw all,
and they don't pay their taxes either, by the way.
Yeah,
Microsoft doesn't pay fucking taxes, so this is just going to make it worse. Now we got Activision together with them, and then they don't pay even more taxes that don't exist.
Whose job is it to make these companies?
Don't just hide their money together in one big pile.
Is it your job or is it my job to make sure that these companies pay their bill? Whose job is it to make sure that these companies pay tax?
I don't know.
Well, Pastor,
it's kind of
this Who Else 22. I just had a quick question.
Who else?
You're mentioning that the deal is done. Are you sure about that? Is that 100% sure? Because the reason why I ask is because they can't process this deal until they remedy what's going on in the UK. So either they're going to lose a bunch of gamers that's in the UK.
I think they're ready to play ball.
So none of that has happened yet, Pastor. So
I think everybody's ready to play ball and come to the table and give the remedies
I want to be clear. I want to be clear.
Them and the CMA are talks. They put the court date on hold and they're talking now or whatever. They're negotiating.
I want to be clear, Pastor. No, I want to be clear. I don't care which way it goes. I just want this shit to be over because I'm tired of talking about the same thing. You know what I mean? I want to be clear. I don't care if they get it or not because I have Game Pass. So either way it goes, it's all good for me. So I just want to make that part clear to you.
Wonderful. And this is it, huh? Who else? This is a proof that the CMA didn't know anything that they were doing. If the CMA did stick to their guns, they have no reason to fold their hands so easily because Microsoft won this FTC case. Mm-hmm. If they were confident in what they said and they were adamant that here what this is wrong, this is harmful to gamers, this cloud gaming would be a detriment to the industry, they're still supposed to be holding to their guns. Now all of a sudden they're saying here what they are in talks with Microsoft right after the deal closed today, right? But it's to prove what that shows is proof that what they did was a bluff and they were in cahoots with
with Sony?
With the FTC.
Oh, with the FTC. Okay, I got you.
You understand what I'm saying? So everything that these ponies prophesied, it did not come true. Nothing they said came true. Not one pony. So much so that Salty Gaming had to cancel. Had to come off of the Twitter.
But in their defense, bots haven't been really on the money with a lot of shit in the last 10 years either. They've said a lot of shit was going to happen. It hasn't happened.
Bots
they don't really have any place to speak. Let's put it that way.
Listen to me. Bots have so much.
A big giant corporation bought somebody, and
no, it's good for us. This is
how
good
hard
for
is that to really predict?
It's good for me. You're acting like Microsoft's paying your bills for you or something.
What an amazing
Jesus
prediction!
Christ.
Nostradamus.
This is good for
big business
in the sense that big business beat the devil that was Sony.
Sony had nothing to do with this, you fucking weirdo.
Yeah, I don't really care about Sony.
I feel more powerful than Meteor Man right now. I feel the strength of 100 men.
That'll wear off.
Flowing through my blood.
Reality.
This is so strong.
He has that window licker strength.
Exactly.
Honestly, it's about time that Microsoft got a W. If this is a W, I don't know. I don't play Call of Duty. That's why I told you earlier, Pastor. I don't care which way it goes. I don't play Candy Crush or Call of Duty. It is what it is. That's why I said I don't have no feelings towards this deal either way. I just really my biggest thing with the deal is that I hope Microsoft doesn't botch it and ruin future games because they seem like they don't manage studios well. That's my biggest thing with Microsoft.
They've been making their games cheaper lately, and I just hope that's not something they start doing with everything.
I think that's
cutting the budgets in half.
Of Microsoft destroy games and studios is a foolish notion brought by a pony.
We've seen it with a lot of their releases lately.
Microsoft put out a number of very good games.
They've been low budget lately, though. You have to admit that.
No, but Redfall, Pastor, like Redfall, they took a hands-off approach with the studio. Did not check in with
hands
them.
Off, meaning cut their check in half.
But Pastor, that's me just observing Microsoft managing a studio. They were completely hands off. And obviously, even you said
the devs thought they were going to shut that game down and cancel it.
Pastor, you even said y'all disown Redfall. Whose back does that fall on? Isn't that Microsoft?
Listen. When Microsoft bought Bethesda, Redfall was already in development. Starfield was already in development, right?
Starfield's not looking very good either.
Microsoft and Phil Spencer.
Oh, we didn't talk about that.
I could understand the thinking pattern. Who made Redfall? Arkane?
The devil.
Yeah, yes.
Right, Arkane, right? Mm-hmm. Does Arkane have a pedigree of releasing buggy, broken games? Who else?
No, but they've never released a service game like that. They released single player.
Let me answer this question. Let me answer this question. I don't know. The only Bethesda game I've ever played was Deathloop, so I can't answer that question. I don't know.
Well, if it is, you do a quick research on Arcane, you would see that
they made Dishonored.
Most of their games, they score.
They were single player experiences.
Right, in the 80s or what have you. So
yeah, it was like 1800s or some shit. That's when the time frame. But it's a whole experience when you play their games. They had no experience making that kind of game.
So if it is, I am purchasing a studio, and I know that this studio have a track record of releasing good games. I may not be two enthused to go and put my hand in what they are making, because too many hands spoil the pot.
Okay, and I'm glad you said that, Pastor. I'm glad you said that, Pastor.
So I could understand. I mean, I don't agree with it, but I could understand why Phil Spencer had a hands-off approach when it came to Arcane. And Redfall, he maybe thought that they had they had the history and the pedigree to make sure that this game runs well.
And those devs said they thought they were going to cancel it.
Pastor, you know why I said I'm glad you said that? Because you remember God of War 2018, right? You know the story, what happened with 2018. Yeah, you remember the story, what happened, right?
Right.
Santa Monica was making God of War 2018. And Yoshida came down and said, that ain't it. Rebake that shit. And guess what?
Right.
Doesn't Sony Santa Monica have a great track record?
Yeah.
Okay. And guess what? Sony still came down as management and said, that ain't it. Rebake that shit. And that's what I mean by, and this is what I mean by, just because a studio is known to make good games does not mean you cannot manage them. God of War 2018 is prime example.
I agree with that.
That's why it won Game of the Year. So I don't want to hear that Microsoft not supposed to manage. If I bought you, I'm going to manage you.
I never said that.
You said you understand why they didn't come down.
I understand.
That's crazy. I would not understand.
Sounds like fucking PR bullshit too, by the way.
Get this. I understand the reason why
corporate speak.
That is a possibility. Is it not a possibility that is how the
so Pastor, you're going to buy a business and you're not going to go look at it and see what's going on with it?
No, I agree with you guys. Phil made a terrible mistake not to have a team of specialists look over that game.
But he's been doing this for a decade. He didn't start being CEO yesterday.
Wait. And that is why he took full responsibility. He didn't put the blame on no one. Didn't Phil take full responsibility for that?
That's what he says.
Didn't he take the full responsibility?
Saying that in public, is that really taking...
I think they threw Redfall out because there's going to be 30 FPS to take the heat off of Starfield. And that was the sacrificial lamb, because then everybody will be all over it. They'll be pissed off at that. And look at what happened. Hey, look at what happened.
We'll get to Starfield. What I'm saying is that Redfall had no right to release that way. It is not an open world game like Starfield. It is not pushing a lot of pixels because of the art style. They had no right to release that game at 30. I could agree with that. And guess what? Phil and Xbox have to take the L for not vetting that game and releasing it at 60 frames per second and running the best as it could. That I agree with you guys 110% with that. Right? However, Phil did say that he had a more in-depth, or his team had a more in-depth role into Starfield and how it named and how it's going to run and how it's going to look. So he took full responsibility for the L of Redfall. So if Starfield is a hit, then Phil and his team have to take full responsibility for that W as well.
For coming in the last year.
Well, look, Heath. I'm gonna tell you right now.
He takes responsibility for everything as soon as they buy it. That's my point. And
also, he said that a lot in the last, I don't know how many years. How many times are we gonna fucking
10
hear?
Years. Yeah.
How many times are we gonna hear? Yeah, it's kind of a broken record at this point, but whatever.
I'll be honest with you, the gameplay on Starfield, it looks like a 7 out of 10 for me. It doesn't look like Hellblade 2. I'll give you credit.
It looks better than what they first showed. Yes, it does.
2 comes out the way it's supposed to, that's gonna be to me like the best looking game in the generation. That's hands down. But I don't think I don't think Starfield is pushing the pixels like you were mentioning with Redfall. That's just my opinion with what I see. Go ahead, Pastor.
Right, who else? If it is you don't like Bethesda Todd Howard games, then you will not understand.
No, that's not true, Pastor. That's not true. That's not true, because I just told you I played Deathloop and I love Deathloop. That's not true.
No.
Hey, shout out to Mojam Schmidt for sticking it out too, by the way.
But it's still a Bethesda. It's still Bethesda.
I understand that.
That's right? What I'm saying. So I'm not shitting on Bethesda. I'm not saying.
No, I know that. I know you're not talking down on Bethesda. But what I'm saying is that persons who love Todd Howard games like Redfall, Skyrim, Oblivion, and so forth, just knowing the type of experience they get from those games, persons are very much excited for Starfield. I can understand that because
I see that.
Yeah, because I was first introduced to Skyrim and I love that game. I love the concept.
Yeah, but guess what? It might not work in space.
That game was not a graphical game. Just the mere thought that there are so many different missions, you could go anywhere and so forth. That was very much intriguing to me.
It was the writing, yes.
Yeah, or the writing or whatever. That was very much intriguing to me, and that is what made me fall in love with Bethesda games. That is why I love Fallout. I enjoy New Vegas. So I could just imagine what type of experience Starfield would give me, given the graphical fidelity, in addition to all the years that it took to make this game. So I could just imagine what we have in store for Starfield, and I believe a lot of gamers, a lot of PlayStation fans.
Don't watch those videos about it and get too overhyped about it. Just know it's going to be like a Bethesda. Don't it.
Yes,
Todd Howard, he tries to hypnotize people. Don't let him hypnotize you and thinking you got to do everything and all that horse shit.
With all this technical bullshit that doesn't matter in the end.
Buck,
you just don't get sucked into that part. That's all.
I am saying, Todd Howard, I am taking that hypnotized.
Yeah.
I am taking that hypnotized because I know that he have a track record of delivering when it comes to those type of games. I'm not talking about Fallout 76.
Yeah, I just hope it's not rushed out. That's all. I hope it's done.
That would be good. But so far for the year, Microsoft has received, outside of Redfall, Microsoft is getting some major wins from Hi-Fi Rush.
That's
Starfield, to the great showing, to the winning of the FTC.
That's a win as far as Mindshare. Yeah, you got to get some fucking wins under your belt as far as good software. But they're not turning this shit around with Starfield.
Mindshare is looking like it's going good. So we'll see, man. We'll see. Things are looking up. Guys. I'm so happy that I backed the correct horse and I did not back that pony that is Jim Ryan.
I mean,
PlayStation has nothing to do with this. You realize that, don't you?
Yeah, they always have something to do with it, man.
I mean,
no, they don't.
They get more stuff in Game Pass. That remains. We'll see.
So, Pastor, you said you didn't back Jim Ryan. Are you saying Sony hasn't come out with anything good at all? Is that the statement that you're saying?
What I'm saying is that the narrative
in this generation. Let me be clear.
No. I'm talking
Final Fantasy too. That's no joke.
I'm saying in this generation, Final Fantasy is not first party exclusive. The board rights
it's still you got to opt in to have that experience.
This is what I'm saying. Sony have a lot of these guys under spell because the spell that they have these guys around.
No, Pastor. That's not the question. I asked you. Has Sony dropped anything good this generation? That's my question.
This year, no. Not this year. Because Spider-Man.
Not this year. The generation. Have they not dropped anything good?
No, but Ratchet and Clank. No, I didn't play any, but just based on what I saw, Ratchet and Clank looked good. God of War looked great.
Mm-hmm. Horizon. You didn't like Horizon?
Yes, Horizon looks. Although it's a glorified Zelda clone, it looks good for a clone, right? Mm-hmm. They're even making that deal with that third-party game with the little with the two black guys who made this chick with I forgot the name of that game. The two black guys who made the game with the little gremlin things. What's the name of that game again, boys? Kenna.
Kenna. Okay.
Yeah. Kenna, even making a deal with that. So yeah, Sony did have a good bit of even this game. The game is a roguelike game. What's the name of that game?
Returnal.
That, although it ran at 1080p and ponies and had no problem with that. That game was a good game, right? So yeah, they had some good games. Matter of fact,
you see the trap I just set for you. You see the trap I just set for you. You just named a bunch of Sony. You just named a bunch of Sony games that you said was good. Yet you only named one Microsoft game that was good that came out all generations. So you see the trap that I just set?
No, necessarily. No, you didn't ask. You didn't ask me what good games Microsoft had this generation. You didn't ask me that.
You did. You said Hi-Fi Rush.
No, I said this year. I said this year.
Okay, this generation. What game did they come out with, Pastor? This generation, like you said.
Psychonauts. Halo Infinite.
I said that was a good game, Pastor. You played. Matter of fact, you played that game. You played that game, Pastor.
Right now, I'm trying to beat it.
Okay.
I'm trying to beat it right now.
I gotta play that game.
Yeah,
man,
excellent game, man. Halo Infinite, Forza. There have been a lot of games.
Wait. So you mentioned Halo like it was a good game. Didn't Halo release buggy?
No.
Halo didn't release bug, Pastor.
We gotta give him that one because
Halo did not release buggy. It released missing features according to Heat, but it wouldn't release buggy.
But okay, the first person was
fucked
good.
up. It was fucked up. Yeah, it was.
No, actually, it was good. I enjoyed it.
The single player, I'd say, was a dub, but I don't know. I don't play enough. I don't play the multiplayer, so I can't tell you if that's a dub or not for them. But
the
single player was good. Single player was good. It was.
The point is,
not as good as the one I
lacks,
played before, but
we can all agree that Microsoft lacked when it comes to first-party AAA exclusive. We can agree to that, right? They had some, but none was exclusive to the series consoles. However, Phil Spencer did say that at the beginning of the gen that don't expect no exclusive series consoles at the beginning of the generation or for 2 years in. I mean, his word didn't come true. It lasted about 2.5 years or 3 years in. However, the reason why I invested into the Xbox is because I saw the vision and I saw what they were doing with the series consoles. And I said, you know what? This is looking like it's going to be good. So let me buy a Series X to get these games. Right? And
I feel like I made a mistake.
No, I didn't make a mistake at all.
Sometimes, not all the time. Like, I think it's a great machine. The hardware is fucking incredible. I love the shape of it aesthetically.
Yeah.
But their first party shit has been pretty trash. You know.
Do you believe Phil Spencer when he said that the Series X is a mid-gen refresh? Do you believe that? Do you believe that they're not going to come out with another console?
There is no credible.
I'm asking your opinion. Not that there's any source. I'm asking your opinion. Do you believe that?
I wouldn't say I would believe it. I think it's too early because the Series X is. I mean, they have not unlocked the power of that box yet. I mean, that box have a lot of power. More power than 100 horse. Like more than 100 horsepower.
Yeah, so
more than 100 pony power. Yeah.
I'm like to say Halo didn't release buggy, it's just missing co-op. Yeah,
that's what I meant. I'm sorry, that was correct. Pastor, with all these new engines coming out, we're gonna be stuck at 30 frames if they don't get a mid-gen, right? That's why I asked you, because Phil Spencer said no, we're not coming out with a mid-gen. The Series X is a mid-gen, which I believe is horse shit. With all Unreal Engine 5 and all them new engines coming out, everybody's gonna be stuck at 30 frames unless you're playing on PC. And what's the point of having a console if you can't choose performance or fidelity? You get what I'm saying?
No, I don't think. No, I don't think. I think the games releasing at 30 is one off. I believe that they will get it done.
One off. That's two games so far. That's two games they're gonna release with 30.
No, that's one off.
That's two. That's two.
Listen to me. Both Redfall and Starfield did not build from the ground up, exclusive to the Xbox Series consoles. Right? We could agree to that.
I have no idea. There's no proof that Sony was going to get the game.
Phil Spencer only bought Bethesda after they saw Starfield and they found out that Sony was going to purchase.
And Phil Spencer said that?
Yes, that was in court in front of the.
I haven't been following the court case. I have no idea.
Yeah, the information that the FTC lawyers got was that the only reason why it is Phil Spencer decided, and his team decided to purchase Bethesda, is when he heard that Starfield was going to become exclusive to PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
So that means it was being built as a multi-plat game. It was not built from inception for the series console. So both Redfall and Starfield did not build from the ground up. But I believe that there are games being built from the ground up that will utilize the full power, the raw power of the Series X.
I hope you're right, because I ain't gonna lie, I hope you're right, because Z talked me into getting this game.
Yeah.
I mean, this Xbox, and I'm like, why did I get this Xbox? I'm not even gonna kid you, Pastor. I have it.
Yeah. Same thing happened to me, bro. It wasn't just Z though. It was all the bots in my vicinity.
Look, I'm not here to bash anything that I own. I want the Xbox to do great. I want them to get W's. That's what I want. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not here to cap and say, oh, Xbox is dog shit. I want them to win. Like, I love the original BioShock on 360. There's a bunch of games, and I don't even like first person, but when it came out on Xbox, that was the first person shooter that I really enjoyed. So, you know, there's history with me at Xbox. Like, I love them, but not this past generation and not the current generation. I just want to see different from them. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But listen to me. Today's a beautiful day. I've been enjoying today. Yeah, man. This deal passing. I have seen the meltdown on Twitter. Listen to me. I love that. Man. I love the pain. I love the salt. It's going sweet.
Is it?
I'm not on Twitter, so I can't follow all of that.
The only thing
that's just too cringy for my taste.
The only thing I'm kind of somber about is that Z's not here, man. What's up? What's up with Z?
He's on hiatus. He'll be back.
Yeah, man. I hope he feel better, man. I hope he feel better, because as soon as he come back,
we're keeping him alive.
He probably caught corona from it because of this case today. Got him down bad again.
Because Buck, when it is he come back and he's recuperating, he's gonna get this work. I'm going to beat those legs in. I'm going to beat those legs in and send them back into hiatus, man. He's going to get this work because Z told me that this deal was dead.
Well,
he said, and a matter of fact, remember when he said that it's going to take 20 years to do this deal?
Well, but we're giving opinions literally case by case as the thing was happening. I mean, you know, it's just like, what can you do, you know?
But that's not. But how you can't.
I mean, we're just going to come out there and just be straight ahead and give the exact same opinion you had at the very. I mean, yeah, my opinion overall, as far as my ideology, hasn't changed. But as things fucking, you know, were playing out, like, you give your opinion on things, and it's like, okay, yeah, it's an uphill battle for them right at this moment. But I mean, that's it. I mean,
you and Z love conspiracies, right? You and Z loves conspiracies.
No.
Yes.
I know that there are
different things and all these things. You love that.
Yeah, people do conspire.
Right. When it comes to this large amount of money, wouldn't you agree that persons have died for less than $70 billion?
Oh yeah,
in the conspiracy world.
No, absolutely.
So why did any pony, even the conspiracy pony, did doubt that these powerful men would allow this $70 to just fall through? The $70 billion.
I don't know, but at the same token, a lot of the people who have been pro and said that this was going through the whole time, it's not like they were saying that because they're fucking smart about what the fuck they're saying. They're fucking fanboys. So you really think that everybody that thought that this was going to go through really are politically aware, or media savvy at all? You know, no. They're fucking morons. They're just fucking fanboys. They're gonna say that regardless. And the ponies are, and then their equivalents over on the other side are gonna say the same shit the other way because, they're fucking whatever PlayStation fanboys.
All I'm saying, Buck, is that here
same shit.
So look,
I see it both ways, and I see a lot of hypocrisy too from bots on this thing too, because you call out all this stuff about how they fall for smoke and mirrors and shit, and you guys are doing the same fucking shit, falling for that fucking corporate horse shit.
No, but when you celebrate,
same shit.
You pop champagne, right? It's champagne you pop. What do you drink to celebrate?
No, I don't drink. I'd probably just like, I don't know.
Well, here it is. When I celebrate, smoke. I pop my goat milk. I have a bottle of goat milk there. Oh. I'm going to pop that tonight, man. I'm going to drink the whole bottle. I'm going all out, man.
Oh, okay. Good, if it was about get back, milk. Shit.
Yeah,
I can't hit on that because motherfuckers were. Hey, listen, that fan base has been beat up a lot in the last fucking. They got their get back. But like I've also said, hold on, Pastor. I've said this from the very beginning too, and maybe midway through. That you're going to have a dopamine hit from when and if this goes through, and it's going to be really sad when you guys come down from it. And I really believe that, because it's like you're not going to see any. There's not going to be any fruits of this fucking labor of being corporate whores all this time. You're not going to see anything from it. I mean, maybe 10 years from now you might, as the industry fucking evolves and changes and shit, but. Like, is there anything really going to change in the immediate future?
Are you saying that nothing will come from this deal? This deal is like basically nothing but
unless you're counting memes on fucking Twitter and get like I said, the culture.
So there's nothing Xbox consumer.
Nothing tangible. And certainly not your wallet. Consolidation of the fucking industry. You're not going to fucking all of a sudden get cheaper content because they're going to just push more content on you, and it's going to be cheaper. For them to make, they can just make it cheaper, charge you the same amount of money. That's what changes. So you see it in every fucking sector. I mean, you think that the fucking products you get at Walmart for $30 is the same quality that you used to be able to get back in fucking 1980? It's not.
And then they lock you in, they jack the price up. That's just just how it works.
And that is what it is. That is what it is, Pastor.
Let me see if I could get you busted here. Buck. It's Starfield of quality. It's Starfield of quality.
I mean, you're talking about right now. I'm talking about.
I'm asking. No, I'm asking you. It's Starfield a quality game?
I don't know. For all I know, it's going to come out and it's going to be like crappier than the last. I don't fucking know, but I would assume that it's going to. It's going to do well. It's going to do well. It's going to do well.
Based on what you've seen,
it's going to get good reviews. I think as long as it doesn't come out broken, I think it'll be fine. Because it'll have a solid enough story, and it'll be, people will be engaged, and the PC community will grab it. They'll love it. They ain't gonna do that much on Xbox. I don't think they're gonna really fuck with it. They're gonna cap for it, but they're not really gonna play
based on what you see.
Maybe they will.
You can't decide if it is just based on face value. If this game would be a game of quality.
I think 80% likely that it's going to be a game of quality for the fans of that that
Thank
shit.
You.
Yes.
Thank you.
I think it will.
Thank you. So the narrative
as long as it's not like the last fucking Fallout game. I mean, shit.
There was a narrative being pushed back that Game Pass is just for $15 throwaway games. That was a narrative being pushed by Z, being pushed by J, being pushed by a lot of ponies. That here what?
To an extent, it has been kind of.
Well, I would disagree with that. I would disagree with that strongly. Here why I would disagree with that strongly, right? Although Microsoft did not produce their own AAA games, they have made a lot of big third-party deals, third-party AAA deals that came on Game Pass, right?
Right.
Games like Wulong, games like Atomic Heart.
I thought they didn't do the third-party deals though.
No, but the reason why I agree
they
with
can't get them. Remember?
Just as fast as they came in the Game Pass, people stopped talking about those games. Like that's why Z and everybody was saying they're throwaway games, because it's like, okay, I'm gonna play it right now and then that's it. So before Call of Duty, I understand what Z was trying to say, or whoever you said, Pastor, was trying to say. These games come in now, you play them for the week, just like they say about Spider-Man. You're going to play Spider-Man for 2 weeks and that's going to be it. That's the same thing with any of those third-party games. The best game that they signed on to Game Pass right now is GTA. To be honest with you, like everybody, you know how GTA is going crazy right now. That's the only thing, and that's a 10-year-old game.
I could understand what you're saying. Who else? But remember, each gamer is different. To you, what might be a throwaway game, to me might be a 70-hour game or something of value. And this is what Phil and they were doing from the very start, giving persons the ability to choose what they view as valuable or not. And these single player games like the game I just said,
Hi-Fi Rush
and Hi-Fi Rush. I enjoyed Hi-Fi Rush. I think that was one of the most enjoyable games I played for the year.
I was enjoying it. I gotta go finish it actually.
It was a very enjoyable game, despite who said what.
Isn't that funny how their single-player games are okay, but PlayStations are one and done?
Yes, I see a lot of hypocrisy both ways sometimes. It kind of
you see the reason why it is some of the Xbox fans said that they are one and done is because Sony fans, they boast of their first party AAA games. And they rightfully so. It's a console war. They boast on for their games, but the counter argument to that is it's one and done, right? That's the counter argument to it. Sony is not used to having multiplayer games where it is a group could come together and enjoy that set game for months upon months upon months, right? It's always the single player isolated game. Now Microsoft needs some of that. They have some of that already, but they need some of that. But you have to admit that Microsoft have the multi-plat going down for whether it be Halo, whether it be Sea of Thieves. They have the multi-plats down. So, that was basically the counter-argument of when Sony guys boast of their AAA bangers, single-player bangers. The counter-argument is here what? Yes, it is AAA bangers, but it's one and done. You can't play those games for months upon months upon months with friends. Follow?
Months and months, huh? Wow.
Well, listen to me. This was a beautiful experience, guys. Buck.
Was it?
Thank you for inviting me.
I guess we're
going.
I thought we were winding down like 5 minutes ago, and then you kept going, so I was just like, fuck it, let's keep going.
I am going to make a beautiful video calling out all these dirty ponies.
Oh man!
And I'm going to see how well that video does. Thank you guys.
Listen,
I'll leave you a like button. I'll leave you a like on that video, Pastor. Even though we know you're gonna be capping, I'm gonna leave you the like automatically.
Yeah.
I got a lot of research to go do, man. I have a lot of receipts I need to go and check. I need to go and cash some of these receipts. Right?
Right on.
I'll be there, Pastor.
Yeah,
all right,
man.
Pastor, be good, man.
Take it easy.
People got it.
Yeah, man.
So
yeah, man, Buck. Take it easy.
I'm gonna play it out with OTIS, talking some shit.
What are your fantasies, Parker?
I said Final Fantasy is a big.
Oh, that's.
It's a big.
I said, what are your?
That's not what I should be playing. Fuck that. You know what? I'm gonna play this shit.
Streaming, Buck?
Yeah. I'm gonna play us out with what was it? With this shit. This is all about. Well, it's about how we're jealous, which is completely true because we were completely jealous the whole time, So. Post up is right.
Homicide. It's a homicide. It's a homicide. Thank you for the opportunity, man.
Wait, what was CMA post was right about? What was he right about?
This is early round. Ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know. I'm just bullshitting. He was right about us being we're just hating on the Xbox fan base. You'd have to see the video.
That's crazy because
yo, what's good, people?
one thing I can't say is that I agree with any of the slander on either side, because you know both companies are companies and they both have their shit.
I agree.
That you know what I mean, like Sony is trash for not giving us the next generation version of games for free. Like that's garbage. Paying $10 or whatever the cost is.
Oh shit! Trash. Fleshbone, Itchy, what up? Oh man, you fucking show it up right at the end. Damn.
You already know what it is. But and Xbox, we know they dog shit for the lack of games. And you know, they got powerful hardware, but
damn,
they keep getting beat by Sony. You know what I mean? Like that's what's troubling.
We already did over an hour. J-Dub was sick. You know, we're trying to just keep it going. Listen, I woke up today and I'm like, we're doing a show. Well, no, I thought it last night actually. I was like, we're doing a show. We're calling it OTIS. Fuck it. It's like that's the band name. We're gonna just do it DIY. Bring your own fucking platform. Which I told that to Ricky the other day too, and J-Dub. Just come here, turn your shit on. Just fucking let's go live. Keep it going. And that news happened. It just happened randomly. I wasn't doing this because of the news. It was just because, you know, hey, we're gonna do a fucking, you know, we're just gonna do a show. You know, keep it going. But I mean, you can go back and watch and hear it, but you know, we're just bullshitting. Whoever showed up. But shout out to everybody that showed up. You know,
facts.
You know, I mean, it just turned out what it was. I mean, I didn't intend for it to fucking be J-Dub and Heath going on, and then Pastor coming in like whoever showed up fucking showed up. You know. So
still a good show, man. Just gotta keep a constant schedule.
Here you go. Let me post this too. This is for the God damn it. I'll put that shit in the link. I'll put it in the link, but you know, keep Otis in your thoughts. You know, he's out there. You know, but
are he in purgatory or something?
Hopefully he'll be back soon. You know. You know he's going through a lot right now.
No, I know.
He's going through. You know, he's got the shit with his mom too.
No, I already know. I spoke to him.
You know, so you know, keep him in your thoughts, and hopefully he'll be back tomorrow. Shit, you never know. He might just show up. Shout out to you.
You never know.
Itchy, Ichiban, Wutong #1. Here you go.
Need to check in with y'all for a minute.
Post-ups gotta check in with us.
Yo, what's good, people? I just need to check in with y'all.
I don't know.
For a minute, it seems that
I gotta take a break. I gotta go have a cigarette or something, man. I need nicotine. I can't find my e-cigarette.
Ever Microsoft was going to show.
Nigga Buck said the CMA. I mean the FTC got him down bad. God damn, Buck.
About it, something to hate on it. I don't care about those people. I don't care what Z
he don't care.
Doesn't affect me. What Z
it doesn't affect him.
Doesn't affect me. I don't care what nobody
Who you talking about?
over there
I'm just riffing on Post Up.
is thinking of right now.
Oh yeah. I already know how Post is.
Jealousy.
Post don't care about games.
I'm agreeing with them.
Dudes are weird.
That's what I'm saying.
Post don't have to pay no
I'm
games.
agreeing with Post.
This shit. He's just doing it to get the clicks.
Post.
Which is, you know what I mean?
Post. I agree with you, and I am fucking weird.
God damn, Post.
Jealousy.
Post calling a nigga weird? Oh, you talking about the video you playing? Oh, shit,
dudes
okay.
Are weird. You're very weird. Okay.
I know he's not talking about me, but still, I'm a weird anyway. Fuck it.
Xbox is a community.
I'm jealous though.
That was a shot.
I mean, I want to hang out with goddamn
was pretty much
what's his name? What's his name? Destin?
could care less about being in boardrooms and meetings and shit. Like,
and that's why the Pony Brigade.
I don't know. I've never been one. I don't want to meet Jim Ryan. I don't care about none of that shit. Like, that don't make my day. I don't know, man.
Behind the CMA,
it's just kind of weird to me.
If anybody gonna block it, it's gonna be the CMA.
Well, two things about that.
It's real sus, if you ask me.
In the exact.
Anyway, Buck, I'm out of here, bro. I'm gonna go jump on the Xbox, see what dog shit I could get on.
I'm playing this video out. We're playing it out.
Specifically from Xbox. Engage with their community.
Yo.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Last second. Again? I was about to close this out.
No, don't close it out.
Oh, okay. Shit. If you're here, keep it going while I step away for a second.
Okay, I got you.
You want to talk to the chat? Flesh Bones here.
We're not.
Itchy's here. Goddamn. You see that? I was about to fucking cut it off.
Let me talk to these coons. And the word of Almighty next gen.
Who else, bro? Who else was just in here? And he took off.
Yeah.
Like yeah. It's like Pastor's tapped out. But if you want to talk to the chat for a minute, you know, shit, I'll let it go. But I gotta go to the bathroom and shit.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Buck said I got a number. Buck said I got a number 2. I'll be back. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all. We gonna turn this into a rest in peace Xbox.
Oh man, I thought I got some made some headway with Pastor. He started to hear my perspective.
Man. Listen, you ain't changing the mind of a man that don't game. Come on, man. What are we doing here, Buck?
Did you hear anything what he was saying though?
I heard a little bit of what he was saying, but it don't really matter because he don't really care. Right? He's not in it for the gaming.
Yeah.
He's there to get
the lulls.
Spill some news. Yeah. That's all he there for. You know what I'm saying?
That's what didn't make sense to me because like all these people that are cheerleading for it, it's like Pastor's assuming they were cheerleading for it because they were reading the tea leaves right, like they were being informed and all this shit. It's like, no, they were gonna fucking say that regardless. Just like there's a faction of ponies that are gonna fucking say it's not going through because you know that's just the way it is.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
most people on this subject are not informed on it, regardless of whether they said it was going through or not. That's in my opinion. Yeah.
But the thing about it is, it don't matter, right?
Yeah.
Xbox, the console itself is pretty much dead. Phil said it. He said they're forever going to be in last place. There's nothing they're going to do. I mean, that's that man. That man said that it is what it is, right? What am I arguing with?
Oh, man.
I'm not going to argue with Phil Spencer.
Oh, shit.
He said what he said. He going to stand on that.
Oh, man.
And until they can get him to come out and do another interview and backtrack all that shit.
The interview's on my screen right now, too.
Yeah, well, part of it don't matter.
Okay. In fact, let me push play while I step away.
Buck, I forgot. I'm double booked, brother.
That's fine. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, got Porter Rocks podcast. I gotta go over there.
That's cool.
Talk some shit as well.
Talk your shit.
Yeah, but do you really think it changes anything?
It don't change shit.
Exactly.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna let you good fellas later.
Yeah, you said rest in peace. You did your job here. Shit. I was about to end anyway. Yeah. Well, there was a extra little tag there at the end as I'm playing myself out. J-Dub came. He came, but he was double booked. Like, how does that happen? Shit. He said, wait, stop the presses. And then I stopped the presses, and then he's like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm going to work across the street. Yeah, whatever. No. Shout out to him though. Here, let me put this back on. I'm gonna play this shit out, and I will end the show like that. This is it. This is all you gotta see right here. Post Up says everything that needs to be said right here. Let's go.
It's a homicide. It's a homicide. Thank you for the opportunity, man. Let me go out there and talk about shit, though. You know what I mean? This is the early round. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. Back to claim what was taken from me, what was stolen. But wait your turn, nigga. Come, I said, great power comes great responsibilities. And come here, I'm taking care of my responsibilities. I'm responsible for you lame ass niggas and dog shit ass channels. I've always been a one beneath you niggas' wings, but
Yo, what's good, people? I just need to check in with y'all for a minute. It seems that, I don't know if it's disdain or to this show, and regardless, whatever Microsoft was going to show, they was going to find something negative about it, something to hate on it. I don't care about those people. I don't care what Z play doesn't affect me. What Z like doesn't affect me. I don't care what nobody over there on his platform is thinking of right now. If it's when hate or if it's jealousy, you dudes are weird. You're very weird. Okay.
Memes than that. You did? I've seen worse memes than that picture right there.
Xbox is a community. I think that was a shot at the CMA, who at that time was pretty much siding with Sony word for word in their assessment. And that's why the Pony Brigade, my God, anybody can get it. Nigga! Kind of rallied behind the CMA because they said, if anybody gonna block it, it's gonna be the CMA.
Well, two things about that.
Well, the gamers and the execs and the game creators of that Xbox community, specifically from Xbox, engage with their community.
In America, in the Western world, is a sickness. It is deviant, and we do not want it.
Whether that's via FanFest, E3, specific gaming events.
We're not in the business of out-consoling Sony or out-consoling Nintendo. There isn't really a great solution or win for us. And I know that will upset a ton of people, but it's just the truth of the matter is that when you're third place in the console marketplace and
whether it's via Twitter or social media,
it's crazy. This nigga is crazy.
They do that. And for you guys to consider it simping or obsession or being pathetic.
Being a leader in console is something that the team is committed to doing, and that's we're not building this program to try to aim for second place.
But there is a rumor, Fonz, and you're hearing it right here first, that Xbox might be slightly ahead worldwide, ahead of the PS5.
Not in the business of out-consoling Sony or out-consoling Nintendo. There isn't really a great solution or win for us. And I know that will upset a ton of people, but it's just the truth of the matter is that when you're third place in the console marketplace and the top two players are as strong as they are.
The community choose to comment on certain executive tweets and things like that is very weird.
A live post 2023 need to be state of layman last year, my nigga. Like,
oh my God.
At this point, my nigga.
I just think it's jealousy. I think in regards to the PlayStation community, you guys don't have that.
More Spider-Man exclusive made by Insomniac, not on that. Nigga, I ain't lying. I'm keeping it real. I just saw a video on the interweb that my man explaining it. I'm not lying. Something I cannot make no. Disney owns the intellectual property
because
of the merchandise and the video games. So I'm lying. Go check my police record, motherfucker. I just told you. The toys, video games, all that belongs to Disney.
How much are they paying you to be retarded? I need to know, because I want some of that money, nigga.
Man, over here educating these motherfuckers that they lost an exclusive today. That's why we pray.
What's wrong with you, bro? What the heck? You tripping, bro? You tripping?
Stupid motherfuckers. But they can't make no more Spider-Man games. Do you understand the words that's coming out my mouth? They cannot make no more exclusive games. Can't make them. Contract is done.
Shut your anorexic malnutrition.
You guys are constantly on the Herman Hurst tweets, and he don't respond to you all really. Jim Ryan doesn't even have a social media presence.
Read it, boy.
And yet, you guys meme him as one of the greatest PlayStation execs of all. You guys obsess over how great he is and what he do for PlayStation and things like that. And he don't respond to none of y'all because he don't even have a social media presence. And yet you guys are sitting up here and calling us simps and despicable and things like that because we're commenting under executives' comments.
What you crying about, Dirk Riggedy? What you talking about, nigga? Time out. That was me and Sean playing Roblox. I just got more time because he signed out. Fuck police, man. This is safe space. I love bananas, but I hate grapes. I like Post Up because he ain't fake. He always on point on his game day. I'm upgraded to a lawyer now. Us Xbox niggas spoiled now. King Thrash is a bitch nigga. He just act hard when his boys around. Post Up is a bitch nigga like Cassie Cage, but her dick bigger. Say you bleed green like reptiles, so why you playing games with them kids? Nigga, man, I'm running smoke to your big cloud. Fuck playing checkers, this chest now. Nigga gameplay was a letdown, now it's back down for an X. Niggas two-faced and their head bony like Scorpion on a dead hoe. Fuck E-Bot, fuck Sega, man. Them bitch niggas called the feds.